All right, patrons. I think you and I need to have a little talk, all right? I'm a little bit annoyed with you this month. Not because I'm not excited to play this game, right? Our patrons voted for us to play a game from nopanamaman. So obviously we're playing ZATO. The problem is, I had this scheduled to go on our channel later in the year when we needed a shorter thing in between other things. So you're messing with my scheduling here. This is obviously we're gonna play the whole thing because I intended to play it this year anyway. But it's annoying that y'all are messing with my schedule. So stop it. Stop recommending great games that we were already.
Oh, monkey's paw curls.
What I'm saying is, y'all missed an opportunity. You were gonna get this in a few months anyway. You just couldn't wait. Anyway, no. In all honesty, this game had a couple of people in our Discord were talking about it. I saw some people in Blue Sky talking about it. It caught my attention. I put it aside, and we were gonna play it later this year. But now we're playing it now, so you can deal with that. First thing I would like to point out is this game claims it's a linear visual novel with no choices, and then we go in here in settings and it says skip after choices. And I know that's a Ren'Py default, but come on. Come on now. Anyway, let's go ahead and start playing ZATO. I love the world and everything in it. Now, from what I know about this on the itch page, this takes place in the USSR around 1986. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. Could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. The star is kawaii. The sun is kawaii. I never thought about it that way. I thought we were going to get into a thing about like how, yeah, it's unusual and it would kind of have to be, you know, because otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, that was cute. I don't remember where I read about this. It must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. Guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts, what with the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that, and the more that I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. Real quick, as an editor, I love the intentional decision to put the periods outside of the quotation marks. That is something that has bothered me for a very long time. The period isn't part of what you're quoting. Why does it go inside? So I see the decision and I appreciate it. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Well, okay. Thank you, SK from 2 minutes ago. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But that's not what It's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Although, you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Oh, wait, now, this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us in a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Ah, I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed. Excuse me. Oh my goodness gracious, my throat is dry. Because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You could say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite, observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the plus 1. I see you here on the RSVP and who you're bringing with you. You're never going to believe this, all right? Check this out. Sentient life. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Thanks, I'll be here all week. Now isn't that fun? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us, worthless insects. Oh no, this can't be. That's so cute! That's really cute! Oh, I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. Going to a cosmology conference, sitting down with my slide deck. Is the universe Yuri?
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
Seen it.
Kawaii. I know you're wondering why I've all gathered you here today. Is the universe cute? And if so, how cute? Can we measure it? This world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Ira Grachevskaya is missing.
Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class.
Grachevskaya?
What?
Seriously? She's just skipping.
Nah, she ran off with that one guy.
You saw?
No, but come on, you know her. She's totally...
Silence.
The teacher taps her journal on the desk.
Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school.
Another round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice.
So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson.
A chair creaks in the back.
Wait. You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're shocked, you know?
We're not consistent about the classmate letters. Don't get up in a twist.
Oh, we're worried sick.
Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, our Irochka.
The room fills with repulsive giggles. Repulsive giggles? I guess it's because they're giggling, making a thing of someone being missing.
Cut it out. Garin, sit back down.
The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns toward the blackboard to write down the date.
We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine.
So, I'm not a history person. I don't know what the state of affairs is like in the USSR circa 1986. Is there... Do you happen to know anything about the time, place, and time period that is, assumed to be known by the reader, maybe?
I don't. I would imagine that we will learn what we ought to learn.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you had a leg up. Sorry for wanting to probe your knowledge. I'll stop probing your knowledge hole.
So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office.
She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It is December 19th. A bird flies past the window.
Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something?
That's a myth. You can file a missing report, whatever, especially if it's a kid.
Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first.
You're on.
No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing.
Right? That's just Grachevskaya for ya. Bet her parents just want some attention.
Like they need any more of that.
I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now?
No way. Do we even have any?
I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly.
Hey, but she's like for sure with the guy, right?
The guy?
You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. For context, the people in this game are between grades 8 and 9. So they're still pretty, they're young kids, but, slowly getting to the teenage years. And some older dude, he's like 30 or something.
Ew. You serious?
Yeah, it's so trashy.
I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. Ira?
My guess would be Ira.
Ira?
Given that pronouncing the letter I as I is an English language thing generally.
Cool. Thank you, language
But
knower.
that's my guess. I mean, to be clear, I don't know anything about a language this name is from. That's just my guess that...
Got it. For Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Gross. Regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I had acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble. Always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man. I've never even seen or heard of anything like that. Even though this whole time. I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never have thought Iro would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... Yeah, it's almost definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those types of books. So perhaps... She was planning to elope all along! Oh, crap. Crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this, I really am. On the one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore.
Hey, Shabina.
Huh?
You know anything about this? You seen this? You heard about this?
What is airline food? No. Why would I?
Well, you two were pretty close, right?
Weird. Interesting that he thinks they were close and she thinks they weren't.
Does she?
Isn't that what she said? I thought... It's not like we've ever been friends.
Okay.
That's the line that stuck out to me.
Fair.
Maybe she just meant... Maybe it's something like where they hang out with each other, but it's more like a friendship of necessity rather than friendship of choice, you know? Like... You're just the kind of people who wind up hanging out with one another because there's no one else.
I got the impression there was some connection because of, I'm surprised by those rumors. I've never seen or heard anything about that, even though trails off.
Yeah.
But I suppose we'll learn as we go.
Yeah. Their whole group chuckles. We really weren't.
No?
No, not at all. Maybe Asya was just, not pining, but kind of at her coattails or, like, trying to become her friend.
Could be.
Yeah.
Really? I thought you two were dykes.
What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk.
Vadim, you dumbass. Grachevskaya's screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days.
I don't. It's...
Look at her face. Chill out, Shabina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something?
I'm not. Hey, just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying... all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She's already left her wet, puffy jacket in the cloakroom, and now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs, to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right? Right, that's it. I can hear her footsteps. I'm getting some real My Bara vibes from... from some of her dialogue here. You know what I mean? She's coming! Ira's coming!
What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo.
I'm not! I've never talked to her. I told you that. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place.
Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why's that?
Huh? I don't know. I just...
Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What, you want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? Ah.
What?
Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You'd treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this.
I bite my tongue. Tsk. Here I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They'd probably keep saying those same things behind her back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to class. That part is nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual. But did you see her that morning after she left her parents, but before? And went to see that man they talked about? Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening...
Go home, Asya.
Oh, so she did see her after she supposedly went missing. Oh, okay. Okay. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kind of scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report that. Not sure if it'll be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, then I'm going to regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Oh, crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly, 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 but whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now, it's none of your business. Oh gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? Not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent, and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy. The good, irrational me will be happy, and the cold, reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep, Yup. Good job, Asya. You solved it. Oh, it sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Welp, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint. What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at worst. At best?
At worst,
At
right?
worst. Yeah, no, you're right. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Wow, yeah. That would be so amazing. And then I come visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have. She'd say I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to do. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that.
I like Asya's habit of running all these scenes in her head before she commits to something. Definitely not something that I've done 1,000 times before.
Definitely always works too, right?
Oh, always.
The situation always goes the really cool and excellent way you planned and not some completely other horrible way, right?
Yep, exactly. Well, you know what they say, you lose 100% of the shower arguments you don't have. Wait, why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Oh, jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That is what I hope for. Ugh, I just keep having stupid thoughts today. I like Asya's internal deliberation with like trying to sort out in that way that kids her age tend to do for the first time, like what it means to think something and what it means to do something. Like what is the difference between how you're feeling and what you want to be doing and what you should be doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And trying to like figure out what does this mean about me? What it does having these thoughts mean I'm this kind of person? Does doing this make me it's a very difficult thing to piece out for the first time. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. It wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking, down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. Does the word walking go through your head while you're in your walking animation, Vivian?
No.
On loop. You don't, so you mutter it under your breath instead. Walking. There, that's the teacher's office. Excuse me. Oh? A girl? There's a girl standing there right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? Is there a queue to show up at the teacher's office to share information about our missing friend? Is there like a velvet rope I should be buying?
Unrelated, comparing their portraits,
Yep.
Does Asya have her collar popped?
I think she does. I don't know that that's an intentional thing or just how it rests on her outfit there. But yeah. Also, Asya is like one hair dangly away from being lane coated.
That's true.
Give her like a big huggable teddy bear.
A queue?
To the office.
Oh no. I'm just waiting for someone.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Hi. What?
You're Asya, right?
Yes. How did you know?
That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything?
Oh my god, never mind. Wait, no, sorry, this is Asya, 8th grade. Oh, wow, she's so intellectual.
I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right?
I'm sorry.
Really?
Well, I can guess what family you're from by the color of your hair, but that's about it. Oh, that's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone just knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends, but I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosia left. Oh, okay. And gossip. Okay, sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. But I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait. When I put it like that, it does kind of sound like my fault. My point is that when people regurgitate the idea of everyone knows everyone and the word everyone doesn't include me.
The name's Marina.
Oh! Nice to meet you.
Marina. Oh, Marina. Green hair in the middle of the New Mexico desert. Driving her brother's car, gets stuck, gets picked up in an RV. That Marina.
Right.
I'm just saying, if I had a nickel for every time we had a green-haired Marina on this channel, I'd have 2 nickels.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachevskaya?
How did you know?
What do you mean, how? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all.
Oh, I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means... You also know something about Ira?
Yep.
Oh, that's great! So you talked to the teachers already?
Sure did.
Wow. And what did you tell them?
That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that out in the open, Asya.
Why do you have a handgun strapped underneath your armpit?
I've been like, yes, this is a very Mion-coded character. The wall's got ears.
What? That sounds horrifying. Oh no. I understand. Sorry.
Okay, well, you don't have to apologize.
Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Oh, who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path.
Haha, no you won't.
I'm sorry?
You're not telling them anything.
She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why?
Because...
A bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's going to be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? Just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. God damn it! I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly I can't find any.
I've been waiting for you.
Huh?
Surprised?
Oh, well, of course I am! No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it?
I'm serious. Ira told me about you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, they talked about me? Oh, wow.
I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. Wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends.
I know you saw her yesterday.
Huh?
I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended.
So how did you know that?
Know what?
How did she know that we saw something? Did she talk to Ira after that fact then? That
Potentially.
seems to be what she's implying, right? Either that or she witnessed the scene somehow, but then again, the fact that she's preventing us from sharing that information with an authority figure would tend to mean that she thinks Ira's okay where she is, or thinks that we shouldn't intervene in what Ira is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm guessing she knows something. Then she must know what Ira's up to, or at least knows something substantive.
I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of those stupid rumors.
Weirdly enough, that also implies that what Asya saw was important enough to not to tamp down on.
Yeah. It kind of slipped my mind.
She knows?
But hey, what matters is that it all worked out.
So why are you stopping me?
Aha. Well,
Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice.
if you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse.
Huh?
Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go.
She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still. Wait! I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the...
Quiet, you. I just said we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear.
Ah! Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet herself. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak, they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there's something to it in the end. So it was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. Huh. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me now, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path. That's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs to the lobby to the coat room. I couldn't resist anymore. Marina drags me along and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know.
I also like that Asya has a strange relationship with that kind of childlike self-centeredness.
Mm.
You know, not the kind that's like inherently like bad or great title. That's inherently like bad or poor meaning. Just the kind where like as you grow up and you kind of come into yourself, you go through a phase where you kind of feel like the world is about you. You know, you have like a main character phase almost. Oh.
What the hell is your problem?
Episode 1, Ira. Is this... So this must be flashback. I'm gonna have a sip of seltzer for a moment. God, my throat is just dry today. It's not like sore or scratchy or anything. It's just dry. Ugh. Winter's awful. Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Huh?
Grachevskaya, the fuck?
Is she insane?
Somebody call the teacher.
Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms toward Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it.
Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts?
Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads toward the door.
Crazy bitch.
She ignores him.
Ah, Grachevskaya, where are you going?
Bump!
Hey,
Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher.
you... Grachevskaya, what do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this.
Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Grachevskaya. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone is supposed to follow. I guess they'd call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit.
Is that a normal thing in the USSR in the 1980s? Man, I'm gonna have to do some history research between episodes here.
You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not like she appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they'd say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grevchis...
Is that missing a... Is that Grachevskaya?
Nope.
Oh no, Oh, because it's the okay.
Why is Grachevsky's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much and yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw that chair at Garen. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway.
I'm beginning to doubt Asia's ability to properly analyze and situations going on around her.
Only just now?
For a little while, I was kind of giving her benefit of the doubt, right? Because we hadn't seen anything that kind of like explicitly contradicted it, but... Asia, what scene were you watching?
I'm the same scene from the perspective of everybody else in the room.
Yes, I know.
This is what people were trying to This is the rule people were following.
Everyone was just having fun. The kind of fun where you steal people's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that... And then chairs get thrown. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions and nothing more. If people laugh, well, what does it matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school. And even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that. And also I was really scared. Ira has never as much looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. Is that right? Okay. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door.
Oh, full CG. Is it weird that I look at this CG and my first thing is like, dang, them boots. Though you can tell that they live in a winter-struck area because those are some serious boots.
And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look.
Hi.
I awkwardly scuttled past her into one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. Not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks, in theory. It should have been easy. Did that make me look like a weirdo, too? Assuming she did all of that for me. It would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. When I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait!
Huh?
I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall?
What?
I like how there was one moment where she seemed genuinely caught off guard because it seems like she puts a lot of Ira puts a lot of work into being seen as unflappable.
Yep.
She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I'd just gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary just got wiped from my brain.
Whatever.
No, wait, please. Please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something even if it was the first thing that popped to mind.
What? What the hell do you want?
Isn't it cold?
Huh?
The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that?
Huh?
She blinks.
Not really.
Oh.
Maybe a little.
Oh. I thought so.
Anything else?
No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble.
Huh?
I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back.
And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you.
Huh? Well, I guess not.
His voice was getting on my nerves.
Huh, I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong.
Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around, walked toward the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her.
Your poetry isn't stupid.
Huh? Slam! I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Grachevskaya? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I needed to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular.
You didn't even finish. Listen, I know you just had a moment and all, but at least take the minute to go back and finish your business. Otherwise, you're going to be back here in like 20 minutes. Get so shocked you suddenly don't have to shit anymore.
Weeks passed.
Since that conversation, or since
My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go?
Oh, Shubina, we borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right?
It's fine.
Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you?
He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing.
Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty.
Are you complimenting my art skills? Was that a compliment disguised as an insult? What? Help me understand you. It's not me.
Whatever you say.
Okay. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly.
Jesus Christ, that word is an abomination to my tongue.
She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, none of your business if I did. And she would be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but...
Okay, so this is still okay. Sorry, for a moment I was after the hard cut, I was uncertain what our time frame was.
Ira! She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod. Not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim?
What?
Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back now?
Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again?
Last Friday.
Jesus. You remember things like that?
Yes? Can I have it back?
Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else.
No, it was you.
Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, why you care so much?
So petty.
I probably just lost it or something.
So, can I... My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. It's not exactly starving, right? Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah. Maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That would be nice.
Asya, you don't use makeup at all, right?
No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though.
What are you saying? They allowed it last year.
Really?
Nobody's gonna send you home for it.
Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. They even sound like some of the guys, too, come to think of it. It's like they reuse the same voice clips. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor.
But you never tried it before, yeah?
Makeup? No, never.
Seriously? You're like 15 already.
14.
Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion.
Well, I'm not really,
Hey, how about we help you out?
Yeah. Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like.
I don't know.
Come on, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
All right, but...
Yay! Come here then.
I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or to punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet is closed so I can wash this mess off quickly. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Bump. Ah! Sorry. Lift my face up without thinking. Oh no.
Ugh, the hell?
Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I run past her. Run. Just need to get to the restroom. Just need to wash this off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much and in no uncertain terms. She said that and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me. That she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She'd said they weren't stupid.
We're gonna do the oi.
Oi.
Huh? 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So he remembered?
There. Thanks for the unforgettable night.
Everyone around erupts in snickers.
Hey, you're a cheap deal.
You free later?
Very funny.
Oh, please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. That's right.
You're doing us all a disservice.
Think of your classmates for once.
Huh. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid, I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but, Better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head, and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me that I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. Help them with their studies. Hey, gotta borrow your homework. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys that I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this. I have all of this. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Have they invented Fatboy Slim yet? Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? Why the hell did I...
You idiot.
What did she say? Why the hell did I even... Ah! What?
Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so...
Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against the snow hill. Then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here?
Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garin giggling about it. Can you stand?
Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally, but there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous, it's just a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here?
What do you mean, why? I told you, Garin was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, doesn't have anything to do with you now, does it? As soon as I say that aloud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. Don't even say sorry, I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't even care. I've earned it.
No, not really.
Huh?
It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying.
Is that so?
Yeah. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too.
Oh.
I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed that, right? Right?
I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. The I love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at the shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me.
You want to burn it?
Huh?
I have matches.
Oh, no thank you. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It'll get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. I smile at her. Even after I said I'd come to terms with it, no. Right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. To you? That's the first time we've had a second person pronoun come up in this. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came.
I didn't do anything, really.
Oh, flustered. Ira is flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute.
Huh? What's with you?
Right. I'm grinning like an idiot. I'm sorry. I'm fine.
Whatever. I'm going home.
What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over.
You take care.
Yeah, all right. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. Feels like there's still so much I want to say to her, but I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn around. I walk a couple of steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. From the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she is already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? Oh, Asya, the kid who wants to believe more than anything else that people aren't being mean on purpose and are just, misunderstanding things. And if only you could explain to them why that thing was hurtful, they wouldn't do it again, and that them hurting others wasn't the point. Man. Did you have an asshole phase as a kid?
I didn't. Wait, what do you mean an asshole?
Did you have a phase where you were like bullying other people?
Absolutely not.
I did. There was one year where I was, for whatever reason, the group of friends I fell in with that year, we took to. It wasn't like physical bullying, but it was still like, picking on some other people, and I don't know. I like to consider myself a good person who wants to care about people, and it was weird how easy it was to fall into that as a kid, because you just kind of, without anyone else around to tell you otherwise, it's easy to fall into that pattern, and it gets an immediate gratification, right? You get the laughs out of people. You get the approval of your friends. It's a rough thing for all the preteen kids listening to this series, I think. What are you doing here? We're over 30. Go find some people to listen to on YouTube who, you can connect with. God.
So I was definitely on the other end of the spectrum of things. Want to know fun Vivian facts?
Yes, I do.
So I had only one friend at a time until 9th grade, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think until 10th grade. 9th grade, I didn't go to school because I was too depressed.
Yep.
Because my only friends left for a different country.
I mean, to be fair, that's really depressing.
And I was used to interactions with other people, meaning things like people surrounding you and your one friend at lunch and putting you on the swing set and putting your fingers through the chains and threatening to break them if you didn't give them your Pokemon cards and things like that. And then when you fight back, the teacher punishes you and not them.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Now, I want to be clear here. I do not envy the job that teachers have to do.
Yep.
Right. But holy crap, growing up, it really did seem like it just didn't work out the right way. And that's kind of how, as a kid, you learn to, cope with it your own ways.
Yep.
By the time I got into high school, I'd kind of fully swung in the other direction. I don't know. And I had my own bully for a while. He stopped after a while when he figured out I would fight back and it wasn't working well. So he tried. A couple people tried when I was in high school, and it just never stuck because I got so pissed and angry at them that it just got up in their face too much that they just kind of like figured it wasn't worth it.
My other fun bullying fact is that for whatever reason, both in elementary school and in beginning of high school, not so much in middle school, just after I had come up here, a number of my bullies were older girls, which was unusual, myself being assigned male.
Right, at the
and
time.
Not having worked out any of that stuff, of course, at the time, which just made it extra good because it's like, wow, and also nobody takes it seriously.
Yep.
Because how could you get bullied by a girl?
Right. God, girls are the worst bullies. Let's be 100% clear about that.
And it's like, I don't know what to tell you. My lunch got taken again for the 5th day this week, and someone shoved me into a table, and that was that. It happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, I'm happy you turned out the way you did.
Only somewhat damaged.
Oh, no.
Only mildly the worse for wear.
Anyway, what's the takeaway we've got here? What's the teachable moment for all of our preteen listeners right now? The teachable moment is this. You're young and you're trying to figure out the world around you, and so are the other kids your age. We can give you a little bit of a hint here. The world is better when you're nice to people around you and try to extend them the same courtesy that you want to have given to you. That also doesn't mean you have to put up with other shit. So if people are treating you like dirt, then you don't have to hang out with them. You don't have to just take it. But, the world's better when people are nice to one another. So
true.
There's your teachable moment. All of our listeners ages 12 to 14. Which, again, why the hell are you here? So in case you're curious, I have checked our metrics. I'm pretty sure we have literal 0% viewership in that age bracket.
Our content's too immature for them.
No, really. They've got so many better things to be doing. Honestly, that's the teachable moment. If you're that age and you're listening to this, you've got so many better things to be doing with your time. For goodness sake. It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons. I went to the store, to the library for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit... wait, did we roll back? Or is this a purposely reprising? I think this might be purposely reprising.
Mm-hmm.
She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did. And she would be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. Kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought about how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying.
Do you assholes ever shut up?
Huh?
This bitch.
Nobody saw Ira enter the classroom. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose, too. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't.
Move? Nah, what's the rush? Come play with us too.
Huh?
Dude, you serious? Come on, have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun, right, Shubina?
Please don't look. Yes.
See?
Ira doesn't flinch.
Out of my way. Or what, gonna throw a chair at me?
Big words for someone in chair throwing distance.
To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle.
What, got a grenade in there or something?
She looks at him.
What are...
Swish!
Whoa!
Garen jumps back, bumping into another student.
What the fuck?
Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh?
What the hell? You...
Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a gun! It's a bow compass.
Is that... You serious?
She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers.
I don't know, you jumped out of the way at it.
Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered.
I mean, it seems like it worked.
Huh, it's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers know. Most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. And yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise.
Are you gonna start seeking out these moments, Asya? To get Ira to appear for... No, don't do that, girl.
Yes, I guess that you're right.
Is she... That's the second time we've seen the second person. Is she talking to, like... Is she anthropomorphizing a different part of her brain?
I don't know.
Kind of like when she was, like, objecting to herself earlier and having the counterpoint conversation?
Maybe?
It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only...
I didn't do anything, really.
If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard about and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? That sounded like her. Well, I should go bother her then. That's the correct The correct thing to do when someone doesn't want to be bothered is to bother them.
Bother.
Despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. Why do I make asides? The game has got this covered. I almost felt brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She would push me away. She'd even attack me. Whoa! But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Huh! My breath halted.
Oh, hey?
Hi! The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes here, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. Which is why she's here. Good place to smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here of all places? Didn't you just reason it out? It's a good place to smoke. You know she smokes.
Again?
Huh?
How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here?
What? No. I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll.
A stroll? Here?
Yes?
Okay.
Ira gives me an incredulous look.
Do you like smoke?
No, I don't. Why?
It's a smoking area.
Oh. Yeah, I know that.
You want to try then?
What? Smoking?
Mm-hmm.
No thank you.
Okay.
She shrugs. Bah, awkward start. I can't let it end here, though. I need to just... what about you, Ira?
What about me?
Why are you here? Were you at the Institute?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
My mom works here.
Oh.
She forgets her lunch sometimes.
Oh. Oh! You bring her lunch?
That's what I said.
I thought what you said was you eat her lunch.
Oh, that's so sweet! I mean, it's really nice of you to look out for your mom.
It's whatever.
It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. Thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind.
Or she's just lying and didn't want to say that she's here to smoke. Wait, no, you've already seen her smoking. She's got no reason to hide that from you. Yeah, I don't know.
Or the rumors about the family are false also, and everybody is just being incredibly judgmental like everyone so far has been.
You know what? Your reading makes a lot more sense than mine does.
I mean, I don't know that it's true. That's just a reading.
I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home. Ira is cooking, packing lunch, carrying it to the edge of town.
I don't think any of that is what she said.
That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense.
Ira's got to be like, I really wish the me in your head could live up to the me in reality. God damn.
That's why I never see her on the street.
Given how often Asya talks about wanting to make Ira appear out of nowhere, I wonder if that's going to be a thing at some point.
Maybe.
They're setting the seeds here for maybe a wish fulfillment Ira or a not really real Ira.
One thing I also want to call out, which one of the people here does actively avoid going home?
Does actively avoid going home. Asya, right?
Yeah.
She just
has
said
to
that.
stave off the minute of going home. Why is that? One
I-
wonders if it's not as rosy a place as she makes it out to be.
Oh, almost assuredly. Like, I don't know if I've said this aloud, but the impression I'm getting from them is that she's in an unhealthy situation in general and has learned to cope with
Yep.
it in the way that she has, right?
Yep.
Like, you gotta, if you just, this isn't that bad, really. Everything's fine. Everything's, people just make mistakes sometimes, and if you learn to be the bigger person about it, you'll be happier. This certainly won't come back to bite you in the ass later in your life. Wouldn't know anything about that.
That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she is such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Huh. Yeah, that's true. She'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Ira walks back into the building. Interesting. Okay, so Asya is definitely conversing with different parts of herself, right?
Seems like it.
Seems like it. Interesting.
Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That would be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be.
Your friend's not here today.
Oh?
Who do you think?
Oh. She's not really my friend.
You're Pitbull, then.
Pitbull? Mrs. Worldwide?
Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit.
Have you tried being less annoying as shit yourself, Boom God? They think we're friends? Well, not really. But it looks like they've picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date.
At least she barely shows up.
Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record.
Good riddance.
That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but...
Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she gonna go? Damn. Good point.
Phew.
Well, her parents can just send her away.
You mean to another town?
Yeah. To a relative or something.
What? No.
Oh man, now that you say it.
Everyone pretend to be surprised when that happens.
No. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time, but still, She forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen! No, it can't. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe it's not for me, but for her family. Why they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it'll be all over. If they do, then I won't. He just started. I don't know what. Can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head to look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences. Past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me.
Wonder where she learned the phrase ungrateful brat.
So if I've earned this world's good graces, Why can't a good person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira,
What?
really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. That way we can reuse the CG. It's economical. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you really can get kicked out like that.
Is that why you came here? To tell me that?
No, I also had to pee, but you know.
I know that. I'm not stupid.
I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true?
Probably, yeah.
Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up. If you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something and then...
There's 1 month left. It's not gonna work.
I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. It's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosia moved away? Second time Tosia's been brought up. It's only been 3 years. But now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this.
Hey?
Huh?
Thanks.
No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion.
It was nice of you.
Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person.
Are you not going to the toilet?
Actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby?
Diary?
Yeah. You know, the one we use for classes? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around. Ira's expression darkens. Oh, don't worry, we were just playing a game. Guess the guys got a little carried away. I checked the whole class in the corridors, though. Probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I had Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out of the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine! We're playing a game, really. Please. Don't get into more trouble because of me.
I wasn't going to.
Huh?
I have an idea where it is. It was Garin, right?
No, Shorokov.
Same difference.
She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. Not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, seriously? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in.
Ugh!
Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Ah! Sorry! We're sorry! He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse in this one.
It's true. It's true.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah? And it's not the fault of the janitorial staff. They do their... But... God damn. The difference in restrooms has been... night and day. Not saying there aren't exceptions, but... Like just in general.
I think the ceiling for how bad it can get can be worse based on the other bodily fluids that can be involved.
Oh, you know what? That is true. That is true. That is true. That is absolutely true.
I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is worse in this one. I look around to see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Oh, there it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful.
I'm fine.
She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above, then using it as an anchor, reaches for the windowsill.
Catch.
Pap! I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
What? Bam! Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off.
whoa.
Are you okay?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Think it's broken?
Dunno, I didn't see anything.
Huh? But...
Why would I be in a men's toilet? Gross.
Oh, I see. Thank you again.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you know it would be in the boys' room?
You think Shurik would go into the ladies' room?
No. I actually suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter.
You can't keep doing this.
I know. I should have checked there from the start instead of running around the whole school like I...
No. You can't keep going along with it.
It was just a game.
It wasn't.
No, really? You were just playing around.
Bullshit.
Uh,
You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends.
I never said they were.
Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life.
I can't.
You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse.
It's not that bad. And I wouldn't. I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry.
Why the hell not?
Well, it wouldn't be right, and
For the love of...
it's not like I've never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes.
So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them.
I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everyone's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but
So what's your plan?
Huh?
That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously.
She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself.
Asya,
Yes,
you know I'm leaving soon?
that's right. I understand what she is getting at.
You know that I'm leaving soon. And yet there's a missing persons report. But she seems to be planning to leave. Maybe at this point she's just like, you know, I'm not going to be able to stay in school like this. But
That's right, I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garrett and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. But here I am, whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her.
Write me a poem.
Huh?
A poem?
Why?
What kind of question is that? Because I liked them.
Oh, really? You liked them? You like my poems?
Why else would I ask?
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course, I'll write one. Do you want to be about something or maybe in specific meter?
I don't care. Anything.
Oh, all right, I'll think of something then. I'll try.
Yeah. You do that.
Ira checks her wristwatch.
I gotta go. See you around, I guess.
Already? Oh, yeah, all right. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor, Empty. I really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch around the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too.
And I don't know about y'all, but I think that's where we end it for episode 1.
I think so.
So, like I said, we were planning on playing this, and we are going to. However, we've got however many episodes still left of Virtue's Last Reward to get through. So, I don't know if the rest of this is going to come out right now or if it'll be later. It'll probably be later down the road after we finish VLR, because we have all of those episodes recorded and ready to go at this point. But, either way, we will be playing more of this. So,
Look forward to more Bullied Child Simulator.
Bullied Child Simulator. It's so great. Ugh. And also, I hope y'all are happy. Can't just be patient. God. Ugh. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Thank you again to all of our patrons for supporting us another month. It means the world to us that you like what we do here and think it's worth supporting. And we hope we can keep giving you stuff every month that you think is worth that to you. We love to give a super special shout out to the patrons in our I'm Jacked In tier, including Alice,
Beatrice the Golden,
Snow Flurry,
and the Fighting Doll.
People who support us at patreon.com/APR get access to a couple of things that other folks don't. You get access to the Patreon Potpourri, just Patreon exclusive, and you get to vote each month for an indie creator for us to feature on the channel, which is why we're playing this game right now instead of a couple months in the future. Still not bitter about that. I'm not bitter. I'm not. All of the money we get from this goes back into the channel, so buying games and supporting the creators we feature, keeping our equipment up to date, and stuff like that. So it's not a matter of survival for us, so please only donate if you're able to do so. But with that said, if you do want to do so, it means the world to us that you decide to do it. So thanks!
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.